I turned WWE 2K24's Universe mode into WWE in 2007. And just like that, we are here with the last episode of this Universe mode. If you enjoyed this journey through 2007 WWE, make sure to drop a comment below letting me know what your favorite match or moment was. But we are here at WrestleMania 23. But before we jump in, I want to take a look at the actual WWE from 2007 and see how close this Universe mode got. Now, one thing to take into account is that all of the matches of this Universe mode are basically a shoot, meaning that they're all simmed. I don't interfere with the matches at all. The only thing I interfere with is if things get glitchy, I will stop it. Essentially meaning that when I set these Universe modes up, I set them up to be as accurate as possible, and then I just let the AI take control and see how stupid it gets. So with that being said, how close did this Universe mode get to the actual real WWE? Well, let's break it down by pay-per-view. So at the first pay-per-view of the 2007 year, it's New Year's resolution. It's the same as in real life as it was in the Universe mode, as I just copied the real life pay-per-view schedule over into the Universe mode. But I think out of all the pay-per-views, this is the one that we have the most matches that are similar. So up first, Jeff Hardy and Johnny Nitro had a steel cage match for the Intercontinental title. Meanwhile, in this Universe mode, they also had a match at the pay-per-view for the Intercontinental title, but it was a ladder match. Both matches opened the show, though. We also got Rated RKO versus DX for the tag titles, and Cena versus Umaga for the WWE title, although the latter wasn't a no DQ match in real life, but it was in the Universe mode. A total of 3 matches matched the actual real life pay-per-view, even down to their placement on the card. Next up was the Royal Rumble. Cena versus Umaga for the WWE title in a rematch was on both shows. However, in the Universe mode, it was a steel cage match. At the actual Rumble, it was a last man standing match. The actual 30-man Royal Rumble match was won by The Undertaker, who of course goes on to face Batista at WrestleMania 23. But in the Universe mode, Bobby Lashley eliminated The Undertaker to win the Rumble, and he will take on King Booker in the main event of our WrestleMania 23. Bobby Lashley wasn't even in the actual Rumble match because he was defending the ECW title on that show against Test. Interesting matchup there for sure. Next up was the SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view No Way Out. I made it both SmackDown and ECW because ECW gets like almost nothing in this era. And it's not like the actual pay-per-view cared about exclusivity either. There was Raw and ECW people on the actual pay-per-view. For the matches that were the same, well, London and Kendrick versus Duece and Domino for the tag titles were on both shows. And that's about it. Kane did take on Booker T on the real card. And the Universe mode main event did feature both Kane and Booker T. However, it was a 5-man Hell in a Cell match, so it had other people in it as well. Now let's hop into our WrestleMania 23 card for this episode. And if anything is the same as the real card, I will be sure to note it here. To open up the show, we've got Chris Jericho taking on Edge for the Intercontinental title. Following that up, a one-on-one for the Women's Championship. Beth Phoenix takes on Mickie James. If I'm not mistaken, Mickie James is completely undefeated in this mode. She started as the champion, and if she wins this match, she will end this whole Universe mode as the champion. Next up, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, champions London and Kendrick defend against Finlay and Hornswoggle. What's that little guy doing back there? It's so funny. It's like he's hiding behind Finlay because he's scared. I don't think I should have to explain that this match was not on the actual WrestleMania card. Although you did have Kane versus the Great Khali on the actual WrestleMania card. So you never really know what can happen in the great world of the WWE. Next up, Extreme Rules, ECW title, RVD versus Tommy Dreamer. RVD has also not been defeated in this mode. He started as the ECW champion. If he wins this match, he will end as the ECW champion. At one point, he even won a gauntlet match, sweeping all of the competitors. However, Tommy Dreamer hit a powerbomb cutter on the Big Show through a table. So in this one, my money's on Tommy Dreamer. Next up, we have the Money in the Bank ladder match. We've got Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, Batista, The Big Show, and Sabu. If we take a look at the actual card, we had Mr. Kennedy, Edge, Randy Orton, King Booker, Matt and Jeff Hardy, CM Punk, and Finlay. So the only person from the actual card in this match is Randy Orton. Up next for the Raw Tag Team titles, a Tornado Tag match. Let's take on the Hardy Boys. Umaga steps up to challenge The Undertaker's streak, which at this point I believe was 14-0. It goes to 15-0 when he beats Batista, but I believe at this point it's 14-0. So Umaga's looking to take the streak to 14-1 here. In a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE title, John Cena gets another rematch against champion Chris Masters. That's right, I said champion Chris Masters. He defeated Cena for the title on Raw with the Master Lock. Now they go one-on-one at WrestleMania in a Hell in a Cell match. And the winner of the Royal Rumble gets to main event WrestleMania. None of that actual WWE crap where they say main event and then they put you in the middle of the show. Bobby Lashley takes on King Booker for the World Heavyweight Championship. So how does this card match up to the actual WrestleMania card? Well, it doesn't at all, actually. Nothing on this card matches the actual card. And you know, honestly, it might be a better show for it. And that's enough yapping. Let's hop into our actual WrestleMania show. First up, Intercontinental title match. Chris Jericho takes on Edge. And here we go. Referee rings the bell. Edge going for some quick stripes. Able to bust Jericho open immediately. Jericho doing his best TNA Ric Flair impression. Bleeding at the slightest hit of contact. Edge with a sidestep. Edge moves in. Forearm takes down Jericho. Edge looking for an Irish whip. Jericho spills over to the apron. Big right hand connects. Another one, and another one drops Jericho. Jericho quickly to his feet. Both men meet. Edge trying to stay on the offensive here. Jericho able to step under. And now Jericho lifts up Edge. Double underhook DDT on the floor. Jericho trying to get the opponent back in the ring. The only place he could score the pinfall. Jericho to the top rope. Edge halfway across the ring. Double axe handle. Edge quickly to his feet, showing no effects from the axe handle. Lifts up Jericho. A stalling suplex in the corner. Jericho with a top rope move that was not effective at all. Jericho now lifting the Intercontinental Champion back to his feet. Jericho with a couple back chops, backing Edge off him, trying to get some space, and now just slapping him in the face. Jericho off the ropes, triangle drop kick. Intercontinental Champion beginning to feel it here. Tries to get Edge up, back body drop. Jericho maybe thinking he was going for that triple powerbomb combination. And now Edge steps through. Jericho right next to the ropes. And now it's Edge retreating to the apron. The Intercontinental Champion sizes up his competitor. Drop kick to the floor. Edge off the ropes. Jericho floats under. Able to hurdle Edge. Catch him with a back body drop. Jericho into the cover. Edge's foot is clearly under the ropes. This referee is already showing that he does not give a fuck about this match. Edge wisely sliding out of the ring. Get Jericho in, and he does. Reverse suplex. Jericho able to sidestep an elbow drop. Edge hits nothing but the floor. Jericho with Edge off the apron. Referee up to a 5 count. Edge goes behind. Lifts up Jericho. Uranagi on the floor. Now Edge from behind drops Jericho down. Referee telling the competitors they have to get back in the ring. Edge now Irish whip. Jericho off the ropes right into a spear. Into the cover for the Intercontinental title. Jericho saves his title. And now Jericho having to use the ropes. Edge moving in. Catches an elbow. Jericho with some momentum. Jericho now ducks the clothesline. Crossbody takes down Edge. Jericho sweeps the legs. Trying to step over. And he does. Walls of Jericho locked in. Center of the ring. Edge able to use his power. Well scouted on the walls of Jericho by the challenger. Edge now has Jericho where he wants him. Right into that top left turnbuckle. Rated R Superstar takes Jericho shoulder first into the post. Jericho again has the challenger on retreat on the apron. Jericho with a stunner off the ropes. Most of this match has been fought outside the ring, I feel. Edge ducks under again, slamming Jericho's head to the mat. Just as I say that, Jericho lifts up Edge on the outside, looking for that triple powerbomb. Jericho now for the third powerbomb. Referee up to a 9 count. Jericho slides in the ring, and he beats Edge, retains the title by countout. And Chris Jericho retaining the Intercontinental Championship by any means here. You gotta love when your biggest show of the year starts out with a no starts out with a count-out victory title match. That's how you know you're really cooking. Up next, women's title match. Beth Phoenix takes on Mickie James. Beth Phoenix looking to score the only victory over Mickie James here. If she does, she'll escape with the women's title. If she doesn't, Mickie James goes undefeated. Beth now trying to do another Irish whip. James reverses. Beth off the ropes, gets caught in a hip toss, handspring drop kick. Phoenix quickly to her feet. James is there to meet her. Reverse Irish whip, clothesline out of the corner. The women's champion right back on the attack. Beth Phoenix trying to fight her way back to her feet again. Lifts up Mickie James, goes in the corner, catches a chop block. And now James slamming her head first into the mat. Right back to her feet though. The Glamazon not going to let this opportunity get away. Into the cover on the women's champion, but only a 1 count. James off the ropes. Beth Phoenix under and over. Catches James back elbow. Women's champion well scouted. Irish whip of her own. Catches her in another hip toss. And now James with the Glamazon on the apron. Drop kick to the outside. Mickie James, unlike Chris Jericho, putting his opponent back in the ring to try to win this match. Lifting up the Glamazon mitt kick. That spinning kick to the head takes her out immediately. And Mickie James is not finished. She picks up the Glamazon, takes her to the turnbuckle. Doing too much perhaps. Catches a boot to the face. Irish whip, tilt-a-whirl power slam. Lifting up the women's champion. She might have her where she wants her. The Glamazon into the cover for the WWE Women's title. Mickie James able to kick out. The Glamazon again lifting the champion to her feet. Irish whip reversal. Beth Phoenix finds herself on the ropes again and down back to the floor. And Mickie James waits for her opponent. Only a 1 count. Glamazon showing no damage from the drop kick. And now the women's champion having to brace herself with the ropes. Clothesline again out of the corner. And now Mickie James slides out of the ring to take a break from this ass whooping she's getting. Catches the Glamazon. Beth Phoenix able to reverse. Strong right hand to the face. Back suplex. James flips out. Glamazon able to reverse again. Knowing she has to get the women's champion in the ring to win this match. Lifting the women's champion to her feet. The Glamazon looking to finish her off. Fisherman suplex. And Beth Phoenix is not done as she lifts Mickie James up again. Takes her down. Michinoku driver. Champion begins to stir. Again, the Glamazon. And Mickie James with a kick, able to stun Beth Phoenix. The champion reverses the momentum again in this title match. To her feet, looking for that Mickie, and she hits it. The Tornado DDT into the cover to remain undefeated. Beth Phoenix kicks out at 2. Mickie James staying right on the attack. Lifts her up again from behind. Gonna use the Glam Slam on the Glamazon. Mickie James to retain her title by beating her with her own move. Beth Phoenix kicks out at 2 again. And now just to get herself back to her feet, she has to climb using the ropes. Both women back in the ring. Mickie James meets her. Kick to the gut. Looking for that Mickie. Beth Phoenix able to stop it this time. Lifts up Mickie James. Michinoku driver. And now Beth Phoenix has the women's title in her sights. Hits the spear into the cover for the women's title. Mickie James kicks out. Beth Phoenix has to pick her moves wisely here. Doesn't want to make any mistakes. Lifts up the women's champion again. Glam slam. I don't know if she got all of it, but she's into the cover for the women's title. Mickie James kicks out again. And now it's the women's champion using the ropes to get to her feet. Clothesline takes her to the outside. Able to hang on. Shoulder to the gut. Mickie James can't counter out just yet. Snapmare off the ropes. Kick to the face. James now with the Glamazon. Irish whip slides under. Catches her Hurricane Rana. This match is certainly better than any women's match that was actually happening in this era. James lifting up the challenger again. Scoring with a couple kicks here. Back elbow. Irish whip by the challenger. Lifts her up. Flapjack off the mat. And the women's champion thinks she can retain right here. Kick to the gut. Looking for the Mickie DT again, and she hits it. Hooks the leg to retain the women's title. Beth Phoenix out at 2. And Mickie James has to be wondering what she has to do. She's hit her best shot several different times, and the Glamazon will not stay down. Women's champion again, lifting her challenger to her feet. Irish whip reversed, clothesline in the corner. Beth Phoenix returning some of this vicious assault on the champion. Now Beth Phoenix lifting up the women's champion, grabs her over the shoulder. Champion able to escape. Mickie James into the Mickie, off the reversal, into the cover to retain the women's title. Beth Phoenix again kicking out at 2. And it might be time for Mickie James to use a different move. That Mickie DT is not working. Mickie James taking Beth Phoenix to the corner. Hard forearm stuns the champion. Beth Phoenix spinning side slam. Champion again in the corner. Beth Phoenix squashes her. Clothesline. One-handed scoop slam. Beth Phoenix in complete control. Up by her hair, down to the mat. This is now Beth Phoenix's match to lose. She has all the momentum. Favor in her corner. Lifting up the champion again. Hooks the arms. Glam slam. I don't know whoever animated that move, but that's the shittiest animation I've ever seen. Into the cover for the women's title. And Beth Phoenix ends the undefeated streak. And there you have it. For the first time in this universe mode, we have a new WWE Women's Champion winning the title with possibly the worst animated move in this game. You love to see it. All right, look, I know I've been complaining about 2K a lot lately, but look at Paul London on the apron, man. He's fucking bald. I've tried to start this match 3 different times. That Paul London call has 2 attires, where the second one has the hair that works. Doesn't matter if I switch to that one, it defaults right back to the one where he's bald. I just wanted to make a note of that here, so you didn't think I just called this match just somehow not knowing Paul London is bald. I know he's bald. I simply just can't fix it. Smackdown tag team titles on the line. Brian Kendrick and Bald London versus Finlay and Hornswoggle. I actually don't think he was called Hornswoggle yet. I think they just called him Little Bastard at this point. Kendrick up to the second rope. Tornado DDT over the ropes and onto the rope. And Kendrick just shutting down anything Little Swoggle does here. Tagging in his partner, Bald London. We saw Bald London earlier in this universe mode as he was entrant in the Royal Rumble. London with Bastard in the corner. Lifts him up. You love a textbook good old scoop slam out of the corner. Paul London trying to get the crowd behind him. Off the corner with a double axe handle that does nothing. Into a dragon suplex bridge. Bald London going absolutely crazy. Hornswoggle reverses the Irish whip. Puts him in his partner's corner. Finlay tagged into the match. Bald London out of the ropes and to the floor. Finlay now turning his attention as Little Bastard lifts up Bald London. London shoves him away. Paul London with Little Bastard off the apron. Meanwhile, Finlay on the other side going for a apron DDT on Kendrick. And London and Kendrick, or should I say Finlay and London, are the only ones standing. Paul London now looking for a springboard. Gets caught by Little Bastard, who looks suspiciously a lot like Beetlejuice. Finlay catches another elbow out of the corner. Paul London, Northern Light suplex into the cover in his opponent's corner with his foot under the rope. Referee still counts the pin. Also, his partner doesn't break it up. Finlay again able to get back to his feet. Irish whip, London off the ropes, picked up into a power slam. Finlay stiff European uppercut, poke to the eyes, and now Finlay German suplex. Going over to the corner, tags in Beetlejuice, lifts Bald London to his feet. Into the referee goes London, and a leg lariat by Beetlejuice. Right back to his opponent's corner. Finlay and Little Bastard working the quick tags here, trying to keep each other fresh. Finlay immediately into the ring, grabs the leg, only a 1 count. Paul London actually isn't always bald. There's actually some story to this match that you missed, some lore, if you will. Paul London springboard forearm as I'm just talking crazy shit. Finlay and Hornswoggle actually cut off London's hair, and that's the source of all his power. As you see, unable to escape Finlay's grasp here. Finlay with an Irish whip, picks him up, another power slam. Finlay determined to win the tag team titles, lifts up London, but he slips behind DDT, and London has not tagged in Kendrick, I don't believe. Cutting off London's hair not only takes out all of his power, but it also makes him have a massive ego as Finlay throws some hands. London again able to reverse, and London again has Finlay in his own corner for the pin. He just drop kick fucking Hornswoggle for no reason. And now heading over to his corner, finally tagging in Brian Kendrick, the only man with real hair in this match, besides Charles Robinson, I guess. Kendrick lifts Finlay up, gets taken down at the knee, and Finlay has been determined to win these titles here at WrestleMania. And now Finlay tags in his partner. Hornswoggle in the ring, goes for a judo knee strike. Brian Kendrick slips under the clothesline facebuster and goes right back to Bald London. The bright lights of WrestleMania shining even brighter off the head of Bald London. Paul London take over Hurricane Rana, and Hornswoggle finds himself in trouble as Finlay has done almost all of the work, and he's just getting mollywopped here. London now out of the ring, springs up to the top rope. Oh, I guess he said not to do that. DDT. London now into the cover. Hornswoggle out at 2. I guess that's kind of a good fake out move. You go to the top turnbuckle like you're going to hit something crazy and then just land normally but hit a DDT. London now into his opponent's corner. Beetlejuice not going to let him get a tag team move. Catches him with a drop kick again. Off the drop kick into the cover. And Finlay has to come save his partner from getting pinned off of a drop kick. London again has Beetlejuice where he wants him. Again, fighting his way out from the corner. Catching Paul London now. Violence Party combination. Samoa Joe Swoggle lifting Bald London to his feet. Hornswoggle Irish whip out of the corner now. Springboard. Enziguri drops London for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. Brian Kendrick has to save the match. Swoggle heading over to the corner. Now it's Finlay's turn. Finlay stunning the challenger. Goes under, catches a forearm. Step up Enziguri. And now Brian Kendrick heads into the ring. Charges at Finlay. Catches him with a heel kick. I used to love heel kicks. That's like my favorite move as a kid. It always looks so sick. Especially the one RVD does where he like flips a little. Now Kendrick has Finlay where he wants him. Into the corner. Backflip off the chest into the lariat. Finlay putting the challenger back in the corners. And now a tag in, some double team work here from the Irishman. Hornswoggle, Irish whip into the corner and goes back and tags in Finlay. And now Finlay with Kendrick out of the corner, lifts him up by his hair into a side slam backbreaker. And Finlay lifts him up again, not done. You gotta love the double side slam backbreaker combination as Kendrick gets up, walks right into Finlay for the air raid crash. Into the cover, London at a 1 count. Finlay tries to grapple him, but he hops over the rope before he can get him. And now Finlay tags in Hornswoggle. Kendrick rolling out of the way, catches him with a forearm. Finlay begging for a hot tag here. Catches Kendrick in the back of the head. And now a hot shot catches Kendrick. And now we have a double down spot at WrestleMania for the tag titles. Swoggle from behind grabs Kendrick, European uppercut. Into the corner, into the pinfall. Kendrick with his foot on the ropes at 2. Now Kendrick wisely sliding out of the ring to get on his feet. Catches Hornswoggle in the chase. Lifts him up off the apron. Brian Kendrick turns, hits Finlay with a strong right hand. Finlay manages to hang on. Springboard forearm. Kendrick again turning to Finlay, drops him with a drop kick. Lifts up Hornswoggle. Kendrick gets him into the champion's corner. Up to the second rope. Tornado DDT again over the rope. Kendrick now into the cover to retain the tag titles. And Hornswoggle able to kick out before 3. Hornswoggle now slowly crawling to his corner. Kendrick can't let Finlay get tagged in. Hot tag to Finlay. Turns around into a jumping knee. And Kendrick immediately drops Finlay with a kick. Finlay drops him with a kick. Finlay into the cover for the tag team titles. Kendrick will kick out at 2. And Finlay could be thinking air raid crash again. Grabs Kendrick by the arm. Kendrick able to get away. Takes him at the knee. Brian Kendrick with a heel kick. And now dropping him with the heel kick to retain the tag titles. Finlay kicks out at 2. Who would have thought we would have a banger here in this match? With these interesting characters we have in this ring. Kendrick floats behind, facebuster off the knee. Tags in his partner. Finlay looking for a hot tag back out of the ring, and Paul London's going to let him do it. Hornswoggle in the ring, gets caught, Hurricane Rana, and Paul London not letting Finlay escape. Off the ropes, into the stomp, turns around, catches Hornswoggle, forearm to the face. Swoggle able to reverse, get London in the corner, turns his attention to Kendrick, and now with the 10 beats over the top rope, Sheamus style, Kendrick falls to the floor. Hornswoggle gets caught with a Shining Wizard, no-sells it into the DDT. Hornswoggle to win the tag team titles at WrestleMania, and Paul London kicks out just before 3. Hornswoggle wisely staying on the offensive here. Irish whip into the corner. Bald London able to reverse, lift him up into a slam, and now Paul London immediately hooks the leg. Finlay not interested in saving him, but he doesn't have to. London again lifts up the challenger, spinning wheel kick. London heads to the top rope. Hornswoggle's like halfway across the ring. 450, not on target. Hornswoggle trying to follow up again with the combination. Heads over to the corner, tags his partner in. Paul London able to fight himself to his feet. Kick to the gut. Takes Finlay over. Swinging facebuster. Finlay with an up kick, though, right above the eye. Will take down the champion who hot tags Brian Kendrick. For those of you who may be wondering how I edit these and if I actually call the whole match, yes. Here's an example of me calling the whole match. This tag team match has been going on for so long that my controller's batteries just died. Kendrick now with Finlay in the corner. Clothesline off the second rope. Tornado DDT. Finlay wisely rolling out of the ring. Cannot get pinned. Kendrick turns his attention over to Beetlejuice. Stunner off the second rope. Bald London with Finlay in the ring. Tag team champions are starting to cook here. Kendrick slides out of the way. A front kick to the face. Stuns him. Top rope springboard moonsault. Paul London now comes in the match. And London immediately going to go to the top. Maybe look for the 450 again. This time it connects into the cover to retain the tag team titles. And that's it. London and Kendrick retain. And before anyone says anything, yes, I know the match graphics are for WrestleMania 25. That's because WrestleMania 23 is not in the game. If I'm not mistaken as well, London and Kendrick also just went undefeated. I don't think they lost the tag titles this whole time. Anyways, into our next match for the ECW World title. RVD takes on Tommy Dreamer, Extreme Rules match. Here we go for the ECW title. If you missed the last episode, you missed the lore on why RVD has a bunch of writing on his face. Dreamer from behind. RVD fights it into the corner, meets him with a forearm. RVD springboard back crossbody into a pin attempt as well. Dreamer out at 1. Dreamer with an up kick, able to stun RVD. Just that little opening allows him to take RVD face first off the ropes. And Dreamer, the first man to head outside the ring and look for a weapon, immediately pulls out the trash can. Van Dam meets him on the outside, but Dreamer face first off the trash can. And now Dreamer just tosses it right into his face. Dreamer lifting up RVD, neckbreaker on the floor. Dreamer now with Van Dam, throws him into the announce table. Van Dam quickly to his feet. Both men run into each other. And now Van Dam with Dreamer off the apron. No job Rob, as they call him. Into the barricade goes Dreamer. And now RVD pulls out a sledgehammer right to the gut. Dreamer able to slide out of the way, wrestle that sledgehammer away. We know how devastating that move can be. The old sledgehammer to the gut maneuver. Dreamer again looking for a weapon. Steel chair, but Van Dam wipes him out. Now Rob throwing Dreamer back in the ring. Gonna take the steel chair for himself. RVD, and Dreamer just drop kicks the steel chair out of his hand. I don't think I've ever seen a wrestler do that. Drop kick the weapon out of their hand. That is insane. Tommy Dreamer is the innovator of violence. And now Dreamer with the chair off the head of RVD. CTE all in the turnbuckles here. Dreamer thinks he might have already won the ECW title. Into the cover. And No Job Rob will not be pinned that easy. Van Dam right back on the attack with a power slam. Standing moonsault. Well scouted. Dreamer takes too long. Van Dam catches him into the corner again with the forearm. Van Dam heads out of the ring looking for another weapon. And this time, Van Dam's going to introduce a steel ladder. in the ring. Doesn't know Dreamer's behind him. Tommy Dreamer with RVD. Catches him, powerbomb cutter on the floor. The move that defeated the Big Show. Dreamer now pulling out that Singapore cane and now goes to work on Van Dam and completely misses from point blank range. Dreamer cannot hit RVD. Finally hits him off the top of the skull. Van Dam able to wrestle away the kendo stick. Dreamer right back out of the ring. Both men meet each other out the turnbuckle. Tommy Dreamer, though, with Van Dam, eats an elbow. Turns around, back chop, stuns the champion. Tommy Dreamer looking for a backdrop on the floor. Now Dreamer picks up the sledgehammer, returns the favor to Van Dam. But Rob, even after getting hit with a sledgehammer, still with some fight in him, takes Dreamer and just tosses him across the floor. Van Dam turns his attention to the apron again, looking for another weapon. This time he pulls out a table and just tosses it. That is the most awesome thing I've ever seen. I'm not going to put you through the table. I'm going to pick up the table and throw it at you. Van Dam rolling thunder on the outside. Van Dam right back to that ring, looking for another weapon with the trash can. Decides not to use it, though. Instead, lifts Dreamer up to his feet. Dreamer with some strikes here, able to break the grasp of Van Dam and toss him back across the floor. Dreamer now pulls out another steel chair. Rob doesn't see it, or he does, wrestles it away. Van Dam throwing the Innovator of Violence back in the ring, picking up a sledgehammer. Van Dam follows him right to the gut as Tommy Dreamer is taunting to the crowd. Van Dam into the cover. Dreamer out at one. Dreamer trying to get back to his feet here. Use the ropes a little bit. Van Dam slides out of his grasp. Now Van Dam lifts him up over the shoulders. Alabama slam. Van Dam now waiting for Dreamer to get to his feet. Gitches him up. Pile driver. The cradle pile driver into the cover. Van Dam easy retain. And this just goes to show any baby faces out there who work in pro wrestling. It doesn't matter how good you are. Tommy Dreamer was the best babyface of this whole universe. And Van Dam, no job Rob, makes quick work of Tommy Dreamer. Up next, the Money in the Bank ladder match. Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, Batista, Sabu, and The Big Show. Here we go, Money in the Bank ladder match underway, and every competitor spills to the outside here. It looks like Big Show heading over to the ladder first. Will be the first guy to introduce the ladder to the match as Randy Orton takes apart the announce table. Batista with the other ladder. Sabu in the ring after Big Show's ladder going to climb it. Batista the only person in the ring with Sabu. Sabu goes for the thing, not even able to get one notch on it. Big Show and Sabu fight atop the ladder. Big Show throws him off onto the ladder, and now Big Show throws off Batista. Big Show now picks up the ladder, runs into Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio slides under. Big Show just shoves him down to the ground, but Mysterio takes out Big Show at the knee. Big Show takes Mysterio to the corner and just flattens him. Turns his attention to Batista and grabs him by the head. Big Show with some kind of head slam, taking Mysterio to the turnbuckle. Batista again on Big Show. Batista to the outside, and Randy Orton is Randy Orton over the barricade? Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio fighting very precariously over the barricade and in the crowd now. Shelton Benjamin with a ladder in the ring. I don't think Mysterio and Orton can get back in this match because they have glitched themselves over the rail. And now Shelton Benjamin alone in the ring to grab the title, walking over fans in the WWE Universe here. Batista able to stop Shelton, and now both men trading blows on top of the ladder. Mysterio got back in the ring. Big Show now threatening Randy Orton with a punch over the barricade. It seems like Orton, they can actually hit each other over the barricade. And Batista spills out of the ring. Sabu off the ropes. Shelton catches him with a spine buster. And Randy Orton is now out of this match because he can't figure out how a barricade works. Shelton Benjamin floor powerbomb, dumping Sabu to the outside. Shelton setting up another ladder in the ring. Irish whip catches Batista in a spine buster. Shelton Benjamin seems like the only competitor in this match who wants to win. Randy Orton and Rey Mysterio are preoccupied with a waist-high barricade. Sabu and Big Show are fighting outside the ring. Big Show dumps the ladder from under him. Rey Mysterio finally in the ring. Diving crossbody. Shelton still hanging on to the briefcase. Finally falls. I didn't see how close the briefcase was to falling off, but it has to be 1 or 2 notches at this point. Now Big Show and Batista headed over to Orton. Mysterio up to the top rope. Diving Meteora. Every competitor trying to get Randy Orton back in this match. Meanwhile, Rey Mysterio now going for the Money in the Bank. And Rey Mysterio unlatches the briefcase. And there you have it. Cruiserweight champion Rey Mysterio is also now the Money in the Bank holder. Up next for the Raw Tag Team titles, DX take on the Hardy Boys one-on-one. Both teams meet center of the ring. Jeff Hardy with a wheel kick. Shawn Michaels immediately takes Matt Hardy to the corner. And now Jeff and Shawn Michaels meet center of the ring. Jeff with a backdrop. Triple H with Matt Hardy into a shoulder tackle. Jeff wearing out the Heartbreak Kid. Neckbreaker on Matt Hardy. Shawn Michaels atomic drop on Jeff Hardy. And DX now take control of this match. The Hardy Boys stumble to their feet. Jeff Hardy trying to take over Shawn Michaels, and he does. Jeff trips Shawn, goes through. Boston Crab fully locked in there. Jeff Hardy with the walls of Jericho. Matt Hardy able to drop Triple H in the corner as Jeff goes in. Springboard crossbody. Matt Hardy was kind of in the way, but dropped Shawn Michaels anyways. Matt turns his attention back to Triple H to the floor. Into a pin. Shawn Michaels out at a 1 count. Triple H back in the ring. Jeff isolates him in the corner. Jeff turns back to Shawn Michaels. And now Jeff Hardy with a traditional wrestling move. That might be the first one he's ever hit in his life. Triple H turns to Jeff Hardy. Gets him in a hammerlock backdrop. HBK spills to the floor. Triple H gets dropped to the mat. And now the Hardy Boys take control of this tag team match. Jeff Hardy standing moonsault connects. Jeff Hardy kick to the gut, twist of fate. And the tag team titles are already in trouble. Matt Hardy meets Shawn Michaels over the shoulder, spinning crucifix into the sit-out powerbomb. Now Matt Hardy turns back to Triple H for the tag team titles. Triple H out at 2. Jeff Hardy drops Shawn Michaels. Atomic drop, leg drop across the nutsack. Lifts HBK back to his feet. Jeff Hardy looking for another twist of fate. You got to wonder how much finishers this man has. Lifts up Michaels into a powerbomb. Triple H trying desperately to get any offense for his team in this match. Turns around. Jeff is waiting with a sit-out jawbreaker. And somehow Triple H's forehead is busted open from the jawbreaker. But Triple H now still with some game in him. Lifts up Jeff Hardy. Power slam. Jeff having used the ropes to get to his feet. Triple H uses that to his advantage, trying to take out some of the high flying. Jeff Hardy now off the ropes. Double A spine buster into the cover to retain the tag team titles. Jeff Hardy out at 2. And Triple H immediately looking for the pedigree as Shawn Michaels takes out Matt Hardy on the outside. Pedigree on Jeff into the cover. Has DX made short work of the Hardys. Jeff out just before 3. Triple H again with Jeff Hardy, vertical suplex. Matt Hardy back in the ring trying to help his brother in this match. Triple H has been all over Jeff Hardy here. Shawn Michaels with a super kick drops Matt. Falls into the cover to retain the tag team titles. Shawn Michaels just like that. And without much trouble at all, DX are able to retain the tag team titles. And they will close out this Universe mode as the Raw Tag Team Champions. All right, and now we get into our main event stretch here. First up, the 14-0 Undertaker streak is on the line. Umaga is up to the challenge. And here we go. Referee rings the bell. The streak is officially on the line. Taker immediately starting out the match with a chin lock. You got to get that heat, brother. The crowd won't be interested unless you bore them to fucking death for 5 minutes. And now Taker unusually going up to the top and showing off. Both of these men wearing attire that makes them look like they're in a tag team together. And Umaga with Taker just rams him into the floor. Umaga off the ropes, building up steam into a knee drop. Taker sidesteps it. Taker lifts him up. Double choke into the slam. A double-handed choke slam. Umaga out at 1. Taker lifts him up. Snap DDT takes him back down. Taker goes for a leg drop. Umaga sidesteps it. Both men well scouted of their opponent here. Umaga lifts up Taker, trying a bear hug. Taker reverses, lifts him up on the shoulder. Thought he was going for the tombstone. Instead, he hits a running power slam into the cover. Umaga out at 1. Taker now snaps suplex, takes Umaga up and over. And now the streak challenger out to the outside. Taker up, diving clothesline to the floor. And the Undertaker determined to leave this match a clean 15-0. Taker again lifts him up, snap DDT. Umaga again slides out. Taker over the top. This time Umaga sidesteps it. If you told me this match would be a counter battle, you would have had me on that one. Umaga quickly into the cover. Taker out before a 1 count. Taker doesn't even care about flying over the ropes and landing headfirst onto the floor. Able to slide out the back. Taker for the choke slam. Umaga catches it before he can grasp him. Now Umaga lifting up Taker. Takes him off the ropes. Taker reverses. Taker now catches him with a boot off the ropes. Umaga back to his feet. Taker going to take him to the turnbuckle. Little tongue twister there. Try to cut off the ring. Umaga still with some fight left in him. Spinning heel kick. And now Umaga feeling himself a straight headbutt. Shibata-style headbutts here at WrestleMania 23. In for the Samoan spike, and it connects. Umaga to pin the Undertaker, but Undertaker kicks out at 2. Taker quickly back to his feet, diving clothesline. And now Taker into the cover on Umaga. Only a 2 count. Umaga fighting his way back up to his feet now. Lifts up Taker over the shoulders. Taker with that DDT again. Undertaker has had his opponent well scouted in this match. Imagine the Undertaker watching film and scouting his opponent. And now Taker drops him over the apron. Umaga with an Irish whip. Gets Taker in the corner. Overhand right. Stuns him. Umaga now from the second turnbuckle. Hits him with the splash. Umaga lifting up Taker again. Taker fighting his way free. Now moves in. Goes for that jumping clothesline. Umaga moves out of the way. Umaga closing the distance. Taker kick to the gut. Taker lifted up. Umaga into a bear hug. Taker able to fight out of the bear hug. Imagine if you lost the streak to a bear hug. Taker claps the ears. Grabs Umaga, but gets caught in a Samoan drop. Umaga may be thinking another Samoan spike, and it may be enough to put away the Undertaker. Can Umaga make the Undertaker 14-1? Taker kicks out before 3. And Taker slowly crawling. Umaga is beating the life out of him. Into the corner. Ass to the face, missed. But Umaga right back on the attack. Grabs Taker off the ropes. Irish whip. Taker able to sidestep. Umaga catches him again by the face. Umaga with a choke slam. I wasn't even sure what he was going for real there. Umaga doing major damage on the Undertaker, who still has fight left. Got his getaway out of that Samoan drop there. Taker sweeps the leg, drives the face into the mat, lifts Umaga right back to his feet. Undertaker over the shoulder, looking for the tombstone pile driver. Undertaker into the pin to remain undefeated. Umaga kicks out of the tombstone. Taker waiting for his opponent, gets impatient, just tosses Umaga out to the floor. Undertaker sizing him up, tries to drop the elbow, hits nothing but the ground. And now the Samoan bulldozer trying to get the Undertaker back in the ring. Undertaker just lifts up Umaga over his head, down to the floor. Umaga with an up kick stuns him, showing no effect from the Gorilla Press. Umaga is ever so close to defeating the streak here. Has to get the Undertaker back in the ring as he goes off the stairs. Now Taker tossing Samoan bulldozer back in the ring. And the Undertaker might have his opponent right where he wants him. Taker lifts up the leg, stomp to the gut. And now Undertaker heading out of the ring up to the top turnbuckle. Umaga scrambling to his feet. Taker diving clothesline. Is the diving clothesline enough to defeat Umaga at WrestleMania? Umaga says no. And now Umaga again looking to roll out of the ring. But Undertaker sizing him up. Umaga is not safe. Taker over the top. This time it connects. Taker now lifts up Umaga. Maybe thinking last ride onto the floor. Umaga grabs Taker immediately as soon as he enters the ring. Drives him down. Greetings from Asbury Park. Into the cover. Has he defeated the streak? Taker kicks out. Umaga not finished. Lifts the dead man back to his feet. Looking for a third Samoan spike. Taker able to reverse. Off the ropes. Big boot. Taker with Umaga back to his feet. And now the best pure striker in the whole underworld, or whatever they call him. Umaga still fighting though. Irish whip, back elbow. Umaga has taken a choke slam, a last ride to the floor, and a tombstone pile driver, and he is still on the offensive. Undertaker grabs the leg, dragon screw. Both men with blood flowing down their face. Both men with a golden opportunity here. Umaga to make his legacy, Undertaker to cement his. And now the dead man trapped in the corner. Umaga just tosses him out to the center, up to the second rope. Umaga diving headbutt, and Umaga sees it. The opening to make the dead man 14-1, lifting Samoan spike into the cover to defeat the streak. Umaga has beaten the Undertaker's undefeated streak. And there you have it. Umaga has defeated the Undertaker at WrestleMania years before Brock Lesnar even got the chance. The Samoan spike makes the Undertaker 14-1. All right, now our co-main event for the WWE title, the beautiful spinner belt, Hell in a Cell match. Chris Masters takes on John Cena. Cena still chasing the champion, able to slide back in the ring. And Cena slides in right back on the attack. Cena with a shoulder tackle. I mean, just look at this, man. What is this camera angle? All right, so I haven't had to fix many matches in this universe mode from glitching out. Usually if they glitched out, I'll just power through it because it's funny. But this one, I really can't even see what's happening. It was really an issue with the 5-man Hell in a Cell at No Way Out. I thought that was just because there was 5 dudes in the match is why I couldn't see it. But no, the Hell in a Cell camera is just glitched garbage. So we are going to have to edit this match here. I'll turn it into a steel cage match. Essentially the same thing. All right, so let's redo that. For the WWE title, John Cena takes on Chris Masters in what is now a steel cage match. All right, this is a little bit better, even though they still have bars in the camera way. We'll ignore that. Both men meet center of the ring. John Cena gut-wrench suplex, and Cena immediately goes to climb out of the cage. Of course, Chris Masters there to meet him. There's no way Cena's getting out of the cage this early. And a kick to the face stuns Masters. Cena continues the climb. Turns around, double axe handle misses. Masters misses a punch. Cena Irish whip, goes under. Cena gonna catch him. Sit out hip toss. Cena lifting up the WWE champion. You know he's determined. Hurricane Rana. You know he's determined to win this title back. This is Cena's second steel cage match for the WWE title in this universe mode. And now Cena taking Masters over to the cage wall. Irish whip. Cena ducks the clothesline. Off the ropes, hits a lariat and spins him out. Masters able to finally get some offense here. Grabs Cena, lifts him up off the ropes. 2K's favorite maneuver. Cena now looking to escape the cage again, but Masters again on his tail. Able to slam him knee first. And now Masters looking for a power bomb. Cena's Mark Echo cut off jean short jeans will not save you now. Masters throwing wild chops again. Stunning Cena with a kick to the gut. And now Cena back on the attack. Off the ropes. Sit out hip toss again. Cena into the cover. Only a 1 count. Whoever told Cena that he should do a sit out hip toss should be fired. Masters now with Cena going for an Irish whip. And now Chris Masters looking to hit the Daniel Bryan comeback. If he hits a Busaiku knee next, I might just quit out the game and never play it again. Masters into the cover. Cena out at a 1 count, immediately up to his feet. And Cena able to drop Masters. John Cena determined to escape the cage again will climb up. And the masterpiece again. Not enough damage done to keep him down. Cena about to eat another powerbomb. Chris Masters fisherman suplex. Doesn't keep the leg hook for a pin there. Very interesting. Float over vertical suplex. Cena quickly to his feet. Off the ropes with a shoulder tackle. And now Cena looking for the 5 moves of doom. Lifts him up. Spinning side slam. John Cena goes right into the cover off the side slam. Only a 1 count. Cena not going for the 5-knuckle shuffle. Instead, a deadlift gut wrench suplex. Cena lifts up the WWE champion, closing in on the WWE title. Belly to belly suplex. The most suplexes I've ever seen John Cena hit. And now Cena with a Hurricane Rana. Chris Masters still, though, wrenches him down by the shoulder. The WWE champion showing why he has won the match. Picks up Cena, lifts him up, reverse suplex. Off the ropes, catches Cena with a knee to the gut. Masters lifting Cena up again. Not finished with this man. Locks in the master lock. Cena has no rope breaks to help him in a cage match. Trying to pull at the hands, and he does. He breaks the lock. And just like that, Cena back on the offensive. Lifts up Chris Masters. Emerald Flosion by John Cena. Masters rolls out of the way, hits an elbow. I don't know what's crazier, John Cena hitting an Emerald Flosion or Chris Masters no-selling it. Masters now with right hands again. Stunning the challenger, drops him with a DDT. Cena barely has a neck, so you know that shit hurt. And now the WWE champion, first attempt, I believe, to escape the cage. And he's going full speed here. Man took the speed elixir potion. And if Cena's not careful, Chris Masters can escape the cage right here. And he just might as he heads over the cage. Chris Masters will retain the WWE title in the cage match. And there you have it, folks. Chris Masters retains the WWE title. Proves to everybody his win against Cena wasn't a fluke, as he has now done it twice and won at WrestleMania. And just like that, we have hit the main event of our WrestleMania 23. Royal Rumble winner Bobby Lashley challenges for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he will challenge against the champion, of course, King Booker. Press 1 down below. Press 1 if you think Bobby Lashley will win. Press 2 if you think King Booker will win. Here we go for the World Heavyweight title. Lashley immediately trying to get the upper hand. Cut off the ring immediately. Cut off a bunch of Booker's high-octane offense. Take out the leg specifically. You take out the scissor kick. Bobby Lashley with a face buster. And now Lashley heading outside the ring. Keep in mind this is a no-holds-barred match. With a shovel right over the head of King Booker. Booker right back to his feet. Lashley still able to catch him. Now Booker with a kick to the gut. Spinning kick to the face. And that's by Bobby Lashley. Tried to take out the legs as Booker connects with the shovel. Lashley back to his feet, wrestles the shovel away, but Booker, Irish whip, Lashley reverses, back in the ring we go. King Booker is just trying to get away here. Bobby Lashley is relentless, lifts up Booker, slamming him to the mat. Booker somehow rolling out of that, gonna have to use his speed here to get away from the bigger, more powerful opponent. Booker now with Lashley in the ropes, over the top, and just smacks him on the back of his bald head. And now Booker goes to drop the knee. Lashley sidesteps it. Back to his feet. Lashley throwing some right hands here. Booker stunned in the corner. Booker off the ropes. Lashley leaps over him, catches him, spinning power slam. Booker now gets caught with a straight front kick. Lashley with both hands across Booker's face to his feet and just tosses him. Bobby Lashley goes for a kick to the gut. Booker scouts it. Lashley shoves him away, but he moves into a pump kick. Booker T trying to get some offense desperately in this match. Irish whip goes under, catches Lashley with a flapjack. Lashley already stirring back to his feet. Booker knows he has to connect with some more offense in. Nice clothesline takes down Lashley, stomping at the arm, trying to take over some of those power moves. Lashley, though, again to his feet, and just like that, lifts up Booker into a gut buster. Lashley again all over Booker T. The World Heavyweight title is closing in on Bobby Lashley. If Booker T doesn't manage to get some kind of offense in here, Lashley slides out of the ring again, looking for a weapon. This time it's a chair. Booker T meets him as soon as he gets in the ring. Now Booker T with the chair cracks Lashley over the head with it. And Booker continued assault with the steel chair right to the knees of Bobby Lashley. And Booker has dented the chair so much, it's bent. Booker to the top. Houston hangover. King Booker to retain the World Heavyweight title. And Bobby Lashley out at 2. And now it's Lashley who finds himself in the corner. Booker charges in, catches a back kick. Lashley must have heard his footsteps coming. lifts Booker up, snake eyes, and now Lashley into the cover for the world title. Only a 1 count. Lashley charging up, could be trying to finish off this match here. Takes Booker back to the corner. Booker knows he can't get trapped. Elbow to the face, catches Lashley, bookend on the steel chair to retain the world title. Booker and Lashley kicks out just before 3. False finish there, had me for a second. I thought Booker retained, and now Booker pulling out the heavy artillery with the table. I'm hoping he goes RVD style and just launches it at his head and catches a spear as soon as he gets in the ring. Has Lashley stolen the world title? Booker T out at 2. Booker T thought he was bringing the difference maker in the ring. Gets in the ring and gets hit with the difference maker. Bobby Lashley slams him on the table. Lashley up to the second rope. Booker T has to reverse this move, and he does. It looked like Lashley was going for a diving spear. Lashley pulling himself up the ropes again. Booker catches an elbow to the face. Bobby Lashley now stomping out the world champion, but Booker rolls out of the ring, breaking contact, and now playing hooky with Bobby Lashley. Catches Lashley as soon as he gets in. Well played by Booker T. Scissor kick onto the table to retain the world title. Booker T again almost pins Lashley, and Booker T has to be wondering what he has to do as he slides out of the ring, gonna look for another weapon. Decides to grab that shovel from earlier, and Booker T right to the shoulder and head. Booker T again swings wildly. Lashley off his feet again. Booker continuing the assault with the shovel, and Lashley just sitting there taking it. Lashley, though, drops him with a right hand. Booker catches him, and now Booker with the leg lariat, wiping out Bobby Lashley into the cover for the world title. Lashley again at 2, and now Booker has him set in his sights. Lashley catches him, possibly looking for the scissor kick. And now Lashley, with Booker in the corner, catches him with the shovel. Lashley with a spear, wipes out Booker into the cover for the World Heavyweight title. Booker kicks out at 2. Both of these men have to be wondering what they have to do to get a scoop pinfall here. Lashley with the champion up again. Bobby Lashley plants him, facebuster. Booker with an up kick drops Lashley. Drops the elbow. Back and forth these two go. Booker picks up the shovel again, right to the ribs of Lashley, into the cover to retain the title. And King Booker retains the world title to Main Event Mania. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I thought Bobby Lashley for sure was going to take this match after the second spear, but King Booker able to hold on, main event WrestleMania, and retain his title. And that will do it for our 2007 Universe mode. If you enjoyed this video or any of the previous ones, make sure you leave a like, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.